Since we have Ben on this call, our workplace psychologist, we're going to put his brain to use. And so some of the questions we have for you is we want to get kind of like the science-backed or psychology-based perspective from your end about quiet quitting. So we have a few questions for you, and I hope you're ready.
Yeah, I happy to, and to start off first, I want to share about the research behind, right, of quitting and relationships and relationship with what is it all about and stuff like that. And it is very much related to the study and academic evidence of engagement. And I want to share one very maybe easier and very straightforward and very clear way for us to understand engagement. Now, I'm going to break it into two parts. The first one is there are three key dimensions, and this is from burnout research from Balash. And there are three things, that I want you to remember. The first one is emotional exhaustion. Second is depersonalization. And third is personal accomplishment. So personal exhaustion is when you feel that you are emotionally extended and exhausted by one word, where you feel so drained, right? So if you experience this, then that is like a check on emotional exhaustion. Second is depersonalization, where you feel that, you have that feeling where there's that disconnect when you like a zombie at work and you are just trying to be physically present but mentally absent, And the third part, personal accomplishment, is the feeling of usefulness and contribution, right? When we feel that I'm not contributing, I'm not being useful, and I'm not adding value, and I'm not achieving something, when these three things becomes present, then it means that engagement is very low, right? So these would be the three things that we want to look at. And maybe if I can illustrate this, I love this analogy, right? Coming to the second part of a boat. I don't know if any of you have been on a boat. I want you to visualize with me, right? That if all of us are on a boat, right? And if we break it into three groups of people, so we have the people that engaged, we have the people that are disengaged, and we have the people that are actively disengaged. Okay, engaged, disengaged, and actively disengaged. Boat analogy. So the people that are engaged on a boat, right, they'll be the ones that are paddling, very quickly and trying to move the boat forward, and putting in all their energy trying to steer the boat forward, right? So those are the people that are engaged, that they are taking action, that they are doing, they are contributing. And on the other extreme end, those people that are actively disengaged. So these are the people that are on the same boat, but they are the ones that are throwing anchors down, trying to slow down the boat, and doing things that may slow down and sink the boat, right? So these are the people that are actively disengaged. Then we have the people that are in the middle, right, of disengagement. So disengagement is where the people that are on the same boat, right, but they are not paddling, but they are looking at the scenery, looking at, oh, so beautiful this place. They're taking pictures of the place. They're taking beefies of themselves, and creating maybe reels and streams to post, with trends and stuff like that. Yeah. So that is the analogy that I want to put across on a boat, right? The people that are paddling actively are those that engage. The people that are taking, like just cruising, and just being physically present on a boat, looking at scenery and all this. These are the people that are disengaged. And then actively disengaged are those that are throwing anchors, trying to slow down or even sink the boat, right? I hope this becomes a bit clearer. And Kayla, you asked a fantastic question, right? Like, there are some moments when we wake up and we feel like today, I don't really feel like working, So there are these moments, and we all experience it. I experience it as well, right? So does it mean that I'm quiet quitting, that I'm disengaged? I guess the key thing is how persistent these feelings are. If it is one-off, right, and it could be because of a bad day, it could be because of our own personal things, that we feel a little bit overwhelmed. If it lasts for 1-2 days, and we kind of go through these phases, right? So I think this is human, and this is part and parcel of our human experience. But if it's persistent and it lasts for a long period of time, like 2 weeks to a month, right? So then that's when, we need to, it possibly would qualify as quiet quitting. I hope it answers the question, and that's a good one.